Why trusting your heart does not work. Emotions are not yours. That's a concept that we have to break. A lot of the spirituality is deconstructing. Uh, we say follow your heart so you know what to do, but that's not quite true because emotions are not yours. They're not exclusive yours. Emotions are like a tuner that you tune into a radio station. It's a frequency that's how the universe catalogs the Akashic records through the experiences of everybody that everybody that ever existed, simultaneously. Not only the people on Earth right now, but time is not linear, so all the different incarnations that you had and that everybody has had, everything that ever existed in the universe, if they felt a sadness, a happiness, a joy, anxiety like you do, when you're tuning into that emotion, that's what you're going to share. So sometimes is very overwhelming because that's very intense. You're going to feel something that is a lot more intense than the actual situation you're going through, because you're feeling that intensity of everybody who ever felt that before, and that can be very misleading. So what they mean when you say you need to tune into your heart chakra is connected to your innate, to your higher self, to your monad, to the biggest part of your soul, of God, that never changes. So there's no lying there. That's your true nature. That's what you truly feel aligned to. So, how do you make the distinction between misleading emotions to your true self? I like the idea of Bashar, channeled by Daryl Ankam. You must know if you're here in this channel with me. That he talks about follow your highest excitement. And that's the truth of the innate. You feel excited to do things you really, really like. You feel excited and you feel like it's not rational. And that's the distinction between emotional and unrational. When you don't need to justify logically to yourself why something is good or better, that's when you're truly talking to your innate. But when you just go by feelings and the passion, that's confusing because sometimes you're really in love with a person that is a bad relationship for you. And logically, you keep making excuses why that works or why that should work. And then you base it on maybe it's karma and maybe we need to work things out and maybe it is a soul contract. And while all of that might be true, you always have the free will to break free from contracts and karma and build something better for yourself. And then when you truly get in tune with your heart chakra, that's when you feel the true nature of love, unconditional love that everybody deserves. Everybody deserves to be accepted as they are. Everybody deserves to have their basic needs met, comfort and safety and security. And in one of the Saint Germain books, he describes God as love, harmony, opulence, and beauty. And I took that to heart, that that's our true rights. When we define ourselves as God and we look for this union, this unity with everything, that's where we're going home to. Absolutely and unconditional love. Beauty is a reflection of our energy. And when we feel good and we have beautiful things around us, it's a very different vibration from when things are dilapidated or dirty or messy. That usually reflects a messy mindset, confusion, or not having the energy to deal with things in your life. So your outer space is a true reflection of your inner self. So beauty is not showing off. It's not the corrupted side of beauty, but beauty, it is an aspect of God, because paradise is beautiful. And opulence is the same. It's not about greedy, it's not the distortion of the selfishness of accumulating things. But God is constantly in a abundance energy. There's no lack, no fear of lack, or nothing to lack. So, of course, opulence and having comfort and having your necessities met should be a divine right. So, the Matrix has all the fear based narratives to keep people enslaved in fear and detached from God and detached from their true nature. And I think here's the distinction between emotion and the true self and your heart felt divine rights. Because when you feel connected, when you feel love, when you feel harmony, those are the things that should lead you ahead in your life. And those are feelings, yes, feelings that cannot be denied. And most of the time, you do not need to explain them rationally, logically. You don't have to have a narrative behind them. They just feel right. And that's different from emotion. It's not external reactions. You're not reacting to the environment, because most of emotions, they are reactions. You get happy from something external, you get joy from something external, you get mad because you're triggered from something external. And that's why emotions are not yours, and usually not the best guide to manifest what you want the most or the best course of action. So I'll leave you with that. Tell me what you think about it.